So the other day, a friend of mine let me borrow his 2024 350, and my brother has back here a 2019 350. So we were really curious just to see how far stock bikes have come in the past 5 years. Now he did get some suspension upgrade on it, but beside that and tires, it's bone stock. So we're gonna ride them and let you know what we think. So the idea behind the video is that we wanted to see what the difference would be between a 5-year-old 350 that has 93 hours on it compared to a brand new one with literally 0 hours on it. And so what we decided would be the best test is to do an average lap time. A lot of tests like to do fastest lap time, but we felt like if we took 5 laps and then we took the average of those 5 laps, that would actually probably give a better indication of how well they were riding. Because although a lot of times you can get one really fast lap, every lap matters, and in a race every lap matters. So for us, that was 5 laps in about 8 minutes. For the last test got a little faster than that, but last tester was the fastest, but for us, 8 minutes is plenty. We didn't need any more than 8 minutes. So my middle brother went first, and you can see I just finished riding, and now here is my youngest brother. All right, so Derek, how was the 19 compared to your 16?
Yeah, it's just a lot more powerful than my bike. Everything feels good about it, the suspension. But yeah, it just has, I would say it just feels really nice. Like say when I come out of this corner, it just feels like it corners really well.
Power 2024 versus 2019. The 24 feels a lot more connected to the rear wheel. More control, especially on like flat corners. You can feel how much you're drifting better. Suspension, not a huge difference. Pretty similar. Comfort overall, it was more comfortable bike for sure. Brakes aren't even close, but that could obviously be worked on in 2019, but definitely makes a difference when you ride.
Wow, the first corner I noticed you looked way, like it just sounded.
It's such a better bike.
It sounded way more.
Yeah, well, it's when I went back and forth on the bikes the first thing I said to my brother is, I don't know if you want to ride this bike. The 24 just feels so much, overall it just feels so much more comfortable, especially when I compare it to my 14. I had a 14 last year, and so this is just wildly different. Like, I find especially in choppy situations, it's much more point and shoot. Like where you want to go is where the bike will take you, and it just feels really, really smooth, really efficient. Feels, I would say, overall planted. Like the suspension, like the 19 feels like a chopper, I would say, by comparison.
When I first started riding it, I guess I kind of went like, oh, I can see why people are somewhat, or I can see why people are so good at dirt biking, because I just felt like everything was just way, like everything, like you guys said, just stuck to the rut, and it would just drive forward, and everything just felt good. Suspension, everything was perfect, and yeah, I could ride obviously way faster. I bet you on my bike compared to John's would be huge difference, and John's somehow compared to this, it's insane. It's crazy.
And like the torque going third gear, you can pull it through any corner.
Oh, yeah, I think I was just in second, but the power compared to like John's, I would rev out once in a while on a couple straightaways, but this one they had way more bottom end. It's a perfect bike too, this one.
Unreal.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Unbelievable to have.
So I'm back at home now, and just concluding thoughts are that all 3 of us want to buy this bike. We should have known this going into the test, but it's absolutely fantastic. I've never felt as confident on a dirt bike. I've never you know, I had pretty bad laps actually when I did the test and when I was doing the video, but before that I rode it and during practice, and I felt really, really good and really smooth, and like the gap that's usually between my brothers and I was a whole lot less. And so I really want this bike. Do I feel like it's worth having a brand new bike versus a couple-year-old bike? Yeah, I do. I mean, if you can afford it, it's a massive, like, think about it. Like, my one brother was 3 seconds a lap faster. My other brother was 2 seconds a lap faster, but 2 or 3 seconds a lap over a race, that makes a really big difference. I also felt like I got less arm pump. I felt, you know, like I had more energy and I could ride faster, longer, and was more forgiving on the new bike. So Gold Star, 5 gold stars, fantastic bike.